pool of droplets holds the last of the elements, like the Minish Elder said. So let's brace ourselves and do this. Are you ready, Link? What? What's that face for? You don't want to brace yourself? Alright, fine. No bracing. Let's just go. Hey, everybody's like, let's play Legend of Zelda Minish Cap Late Night Edition. It's currently 9:46 p.m. and it is Wednesday, and I need to get this video recorded and done for... What? This floor is made out of ice! Be careful not to fall and freeze your backside to the floor, Link. I need to get this video out for tomorrow, because I neglected to record this weekend. Luckily, I did practice this dungeon. It was a few days ago, so I may be a tiny bit rusty, because there's a few puzzles here and there that I might not remember perfectly, but hopefully my memory serves me at least semi-decently, because this dungeon is, I wouldn't say it's infamous, but it does get a semi-bad rap, or bad rep, not rap. It's got a bad rep. R-E-P, like reputation. That's what it means. For those that didn't know. I was burped. This dungeon gets a fairly bad rep, for how difficult it can be, but, you know exactly, if you don't... Hey! The sunlight's shining through! Ah, it's so nice and warm. I can feel myself starting to defrost again. Because this dungeon has quite a few puzzles and ice physics, so that's not always a great combo, but, you know, we're going to do our best here to make the best of it. This first puzzle here may be a bit misleading. This one's... it looks like something is frozen inside this block of ice. Link, why don't you go take a look? Alright, Eslo, I think I know what I'm doing. First puzzle may be... Fuck, get lined up. Alright. This first puzzle might be a little bit misleading. It's pretty easy compared to the rest of them, but they will get harder, I promise. You got a small key! Used to open locked doors and locks. You can use it only in this dungeon. Alrighty. So we got our first key. Very nice. So let's go ahead and head back upstairs. And today, I know I've been doing a lot of them lately with the two-part episodes, but I think this might be another one because I think I'm just going to try to knock out this entire dungeon in this recording session. So apologies if you're not a big fan of that, but and you know you like the intro, you like to see the intro at the beginning of every episode, but that's just the way it's going to be for most dungeons, and I guess for the rest, not for the rest of the Let's Play, for every episode, but there's a good chance it'll be like that just because it's easier for me to record it that way, and you know I like to record it. That's just the way, and I kind of want to get this stuff knocked out so I can. You know, I don't know, it's easier for me that way. Anyway, this next one's a little bit difficult to remember correctly. It might take me better. I cut away. I'm going to try this once or twice, and I'll cut away if I don't remember exactly what I'm doing. I know it seems a little bit early to be getting the boss key, but we'll be seeing why we're getting it so early a little bit later on in the dungeon. This is a kind of a weirdly formed dungeon, if you want. I think it made Peanut Butter Gamer's video for... best Zelda dungeons or something like that, and he mentioned how it's a little bit weird and quirky. We'll be getting into that a little bit later on, and I'll be sure to point it out when we get there. Now, what do we want to do here? Do we push this down? And oh yeah, okay, yeah, I got it. Okay, push that down. Push this up. I know I'm kind of just narrowing what I'm doing, but bear with me. We're doing puzzles and stuff here, so put that there. Push this here. Careful with the ice, because it's very annoying and pushing the wrong way. Luckily, it can go with these switches like that, so that's good. I want to go ahead and melt that shit. Alright. You got the big key! Use it to open big doors. Alright, and now before you go back up, you are going to want to push the switch, not pull it. Push the switch. There we are. And we're going to go back upstairs. Now we have the big key. We can go open the big door. And... well, you may think we're going to head to the boss already, but it's a bit early for that in the dungeon, as if you couldn't already tell, so we're going to kind of see what's going on here, exactly why we got the big key so early and all that jazz. Just going to push this guy out of the way, move our way down here. We got the boss door right there, open her up. Now, you may be wondering, why we use the boss key so early? Well, right there. Hey! Well done, Link. This looks to be the element, alright. But, what will we do? We can't even touch it while it's trapped in that ice. We'll need to melt it off somehow. And if we look down here, there's the boss for the dungeon. So, there's the final goal, and there's the boss right here. They're all frozen, so we can't really do anything about it yet. So, we're going to need to figure out, alright, how the hell we got freezing these guys.
But first off, I think there's some hearts up here. I'm going to want to grab a few of those. And then first things first, we're going to want to head over here to the left. The ice is going to be our friend. I doubt it will be, but we're going to do our best to get along with the ice. Because, you know, he's not the nicest guy in the world, but he tries. You know, he's not like trying to be an asshole or anything. He's doing his best to be as nice as possible. Down here, we have the map, if I'm correctly. If I remember correctly, not if I am correctly. That does not correctly grammar. Neither did that sentence, but that was a joke. We got a map. I know what a map is. Game. So it's curious. This is what the map looks like for the dungeon. I don't think I need to look at it too much because I think I know where I'm going. But in case you want to take a look at the map, in case you were curious, in case you wanted a new wallpaper for your desktop backdrop, there you go. There's bottom 1, bottom 2, bottom 3. Bottom 2 might make the best one. Hey, if actually, you know what? Hell, I'm gonna make the offer right now. I doubt anyone's gonna do it. But if you make that your desktop backdrop and you take a picture of it and send it to me on Twitter, I'll retweet it. I don't know why. I guess I will. But, so yeah, that's the thing. Oh, wrong button, Cyrus. You are clearly on it today. Anyway, head over here to the left. More slugs. Only take 1 hit. Very nice. Slug. Slug. Okay. Give me that poopy shit on it. Oh, God. Okay, we're going to take out the shield. Ah! Go to the right, Cyrus, on the left. This page is useless. I never look at it. I mean, I use it to save, and sleep mode I don't really need because I'm playing on GameCube, so I kind of ignore it. Alrighty, head down this way. Nothing there. Okay, we want to go up here to the right, not to the bottom. Sorry, what are you doing? I did this. I played this game on stream for 32-bit Christmas earlier a few months ago, and this was the dungeon I had the hardest time with. So I made it clear that I wanted to practice beforehand because I knew I was going to get stuck if I didn't. So I have practiced the entirety of this dungeon except for the boss fight, which I think is kind of hard. So I might skip. I might get up to there and then end the episode off there and start the next episode of the boss fight because I do find the boss fight to be kind of difficult. So I might move that for next time. I mean, so it'll be the next episode as opposed to part 2 of this episode. Anyway, heading down this way, we want to go right there. Press this button here. Now what does this say? The way forward is hidden in the bottom of the pot. Well, that seems a little bit cryptic. But let's over this way to the right. And there seems to be a pot-like object here. So I guess we'll go to the bottom of it. You got a small key! Used to open locked doors and blocks. Okay, I know. That confused the hell out of me the first time I played this, and the first time I played when I played the dungeon on stream. So, if you remember that, normally, good for you. I was gonna say good for you. I don't really know where that came from. And you can press B to go back up. I did not know that. Okay, cool. More you know. So yeah, that's there. It's a little confusing, and I think it could have done something a little bit differently with that. And the clue isn't exactly so great. But if you know what you're doing, it's right there. It's a pretty easy key to grab, so just, you know, try to be smart about it. Anyway, we got that, so let's go out up here in this way, and we can use the key right here. That roll is loud. The R button is rather obnoxious in this controller, but it's a GameCube controller. What are you going to do? I was at work today. I was considering buying a one of the GameCube controller, Game Boy to GameCube controllers, or Game Boy to GameCube connectors, because if you buy one of those and you have a Game Boy, you can use the Game Boy as a controller. And I was thinking actually of maybe just buying a regular Game Boy Advance just to use as a controller. Actually, I think I have one. I might just use it as a controller, but I don't know. I'm kind of used to using the game controller at this point. And I think Minish Cap is the kind of game where, I mean, the D-pad works fine, but I think I almost now at this point prefer using the control stick, because the first time I played and completed this game was on the 3DS Ambassador program. I no longer have it, which is annoying because my 3DS got stolen. But the first time I finished this game was because of the 3DS Ambassador program. I don't really know the best way to get around that. I guess you can get off or whatever, but I really usually just take that hit because, you know, it's only half a heart, not a big deal, or a quarter heart rather. But I played that using mostly the circle pad, and then the second playthrough I did of this game, I played on the GameCube via the Game Boy player that I'm using right now to record this, and I used the control stick to lock that as well. So, anyway, before we head up to the top that way, we're going to want to head over this way. Oh, and we got a little bit of a mini-boss right over here. This is the boss we fought before, but hey, you know, why not? Let's reuse some crap. We haven't done it yet, this game. This game, you know, isn't really notorious for reusing stuff. I think this is the only dungeon where it does reuse a few things. This is, spoilers, this isn't going to be the only thing that gets reused, but I believe this is the only dungeon that ever reuses anything major, like a boss fight or anything of that nature. And it's really not all that difficult. It only takes 2 hits to get rid of this guy now that we have a better shield or a better sword, and defeating him will open up a store for us.